everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca if we've never met yet, and this is a channel all about all of the houseplant things. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Syngonium collection. I've been really excited to film this video. I've been really just dreaming up all the things I'm gonna say about all these plants. I have very recently started to really enjoy the Syngonium family. They are such a beautiful and diverse plant family, and you can really find so many different leaf textures and sizes and colors and shapes within the Syngonium family. Before I start showing you the plants, I wanted to just share with you some of my experiences with the Syngonium family and just share some care tips that I've come across. What I've noticed with Syngoniums is they are incredibly simple and easy to take care of. So if you are wanting a beautiful, unique plant that is easy, I would definitely suggest a Syngonium because I only have to water mine every so often, and they are very vocal when they need water. We love a good communicator. The leaves will get sort of floppy and soft, and then you know that it needs some water. Whenever they do need water, I make sure that I just completely soak them through. They are technically a vining or climbing plant, and I only have one of my Syngoniums on a moss pole as kind of a experiment to see how they do. I'm sure that it'll do fine, and I'm really excited to see maybe someday I'll have like a really tall Syngonium like tree bush. I think that I live in a place that has some really awful water. I just water with tap water and my plants are still happy. I haven't noticed any brown tips, any signs of not enjoying the minerals or chlorine in the water that I use. So that's always a good thing. And as far as light goes, a lot of Syngoniums are totally happy to be in lower light conditions. That would be, pulled back a little bit from windows. I did actually put two of my Syngoniums in a west window. I kind of did like a plant flip. I put my Hoyas in the east window and I'm going to put the Syngoniums in the west window because my west window is kind of covered up by a tree so it doesn't get as intense of light. So I feel like my Syngoniums will be a little bit better suited for that space. Bless you. Let's see what else. That's really all I've got for care tips. I mean, they're such a simple plant. Don't put it in a dark corner, but other than that, I mean, it should be happy with you. Okay, so now on to the collection part of this video. I'm going to go through my Syngoniums in the order in which I got them, and let's just get started. I'm really excited about this. The first Syngonium I ever got was this gorgeous Albo variegated Syngonium. It is such a full pot, as you can see. I've never trimmed off and added to the pot. It was super full to begin with, which is really lucky. A lot of the leaves on here are just extremely striking. But this plant I got in March of 2019 when I was in California. I got it from Folia Collective at the Bloom and Grow Radio live event. And when I bought it, I didn't really know what it was, and I wasn't really thinking about whether it was trendy or cool or whatever. I just knew that I really loved the way that it looked, and I was interested in it. So I bought the plant. I think it was like $30, which is just ridiculous considering how much they sell for now for like a way smaller plant. I brought it home from my California trip, and it was much smaller then. Maybe I'll insert some footage from that video. Look at that amazing pure white leaf. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely gorgeous. The marbling on some of these leaves is amazing. They had, I think, 4 of these out on the floor, and I saw them and immediately knew that I wanted one. I think I was the first person to start buying plants because I was not going to pass up this opportunity. It was not something that I was looking for, but rather something that just fell into my lap, and I'm so happy that it did. I have put a moss pole in it. I did this a few weeks ago. I'm just interested in seeing if it will climb up the moss pole, and if it does, that would be so cool because it would just get taller and taller and have something to support it, because I don't really love when this plant gets floppy. It's kind of ugly when it's like that, so I kind of just wanted to continue to grow upwards. And this plant specifically lives in an east-facing window, and it gets some pretty direct light for a couple hours in the morning, and it loves it. I think that's really the reason that we're able to have such beautiful variegated leaves. I mean, some of these leaves are just gorgeous, and they've all been very balanced. I haven't had any leaves that are pure white or anything like that. They've all been really balanced nicely, and I will say that the white parts of the leaves do diminish a lot quicker, but they're still beautiful. They're still so beautiful. And I love when it puts out a nice mottled leaf. And I'll even appreciate one of these darker green leaves that's kind of like a half moon thing. I don't know. I love this plant so much. And it's crazy that it was my first Syngonium, but I'm so happy that it was because I really was not interested in Syngoniums until I got this plant. And then I was like, whoa, this is an entire world that I just did not even think about. So definitely love this one. The next Syngonium in my collection is this regular old Syngonium podophyllum, and it is beautiful. As you can see, it is massive. It just takes up the entire frame, and it puts out so many beautiful leaves. This is a beautiful leaf in particular. Let me just come up so that you can see. Look at how gorgeous that is. I am obsessed with that leaf, and it's pretty new, so she's gonna be around for a while. This is the plant that my husband repotted, actually. If you haven't seen that video, it is definitely worth the watch, and I'll put it up in the cards. It's massive, and it's in this nice clay pot. Most of my Syngoniums are in terracotta pots because, personally, I would say actually like 90% of my collection is in a terracotta pot of many different types. And I also have a very, very large backstock of clay pots that I'm not using right now. They're just sitting on my patio. Like, I'm just realizing how many extra terracotta pots I have, and I could start a small nursery with the pottery section and I would be good. But anyway, the leaves on this are so striking. They're so beautiful. And I got this for, I think it was $14 at a local nursery, and it is just so, so happy. I did cut some pieces and propagate them and put them back in the soil. You can see here it's putting off a new leaf shoot. Hopefully that's in focus there. So this plant is just all around doing really great. It lives in my bathroom about 5 feet from an east-facing window, so it never gets any direct light on it, but it has a lot of ambient light throughout the day because my bathroom is super bright. The next Syngonium that I got was this beautiful pink Syngonium, and this actually is 3 plants in one pot, so that is why it is so full. Usually when I see these being sold, they are very small, like sold in like a 4-inch pot, and they're not super full. This is 2 plants that I bought independently just because I liked the plant, and then actually 1 big plant that I got as a gift, and it's just so beautiful. Like, I just love getting a plant. Okay, I know that we don't really like plant duplicates, or maybe you do like plant duplicates, but I've been really into getting a plant duplicate lately and just adding it into the pot that I already had that plant in. Basically, I'm getting another plant, but I'm adding into a plant I already have, so the original plant is more full and more beautiful. These leaves are so striking because they are a beautiful pink color on the front, and then as you can see on the back, they are a green color. It was living in an east-facing window, so it was getting some pretty direct light for a lot of the day. And I was noticing that some of the leaves were looking just a little bit bleached out, and that can definitely happen if this pink Syngonium gets too much light. So this is one of the plants that I moved to that west-facing window that will get that afternoon dappled light, and I think that it'll be much happier there. It will maintain its pink hue, and I just love a pink plant. This is my first true pink plant, and I love it so much. It is so beautiful, and it's perfect for hashtag on Wednesdays we wear pink on Instagram. I have yet to use it for that, but maybe this Wednesday I will. The next Syngonium that I have is this one. I don't know exactly which one it is, and I think that there are 2 different kinds of Syngoniums in this pot. This again is 2 plants that I bought separately and potted them together because bigger plants, less pots, you know what I mean? So the front half of the plant has leaves that look like this. Super beautiful, a little bit more on the white side, like this one, there's a lot of white in there. And then on the other side of the plant, there's a little bit more of a veiny green look. And I asked if you guys knew if it was the same plant or if it was a different plant. You can see right here just a contrast between these 2 leaves. Definitely looks like it's a different plant, at least in my opinion, but I could be wrong. There are several beautiful growth points on this plant, and I love it. I love that it's so bushy and big, and this is also another plant that I moved to that east-facing window, west-facing window, and it seems to be really happy there, and I'm just really excited about it. It's so beautiful. This foliage is just So unique. What plant family can offer you this much variation in color, texture? I mean, I think it's the Syngonium, maybe the Monstera, but also the Syngonium. Like, this is pretty cool, you have to admit. All right, we're almost finished here. Stick with me, you guys. This is a beautiful Syngonium that I recently got from Steve's Leaves, and it is a Syngonium modeled, and I will show you these leaves. Basically, it looks really, really similar to, I think it's called a Colocasia mojito, and the leaves have just a really gorgeous marble, well, the leaves have just a super gorgeous marble effect on them. And when I saw this photo online of this plant, I just knew that I needed to have it. It is so beautiful, and it already seems to be an extremely prolific grower. We have a leaf coming out here. It's not even all the way unfurled, and there's already a growth tip. It is a lot smaller than my other Syngoniums, so I definitely am going to be doing some work on getting it a little bit more bushy before I let it get taller. There is already a spot where I could propagate right here, if you can see. But I won't just yet. I'm going to wait just a little bit longer for it to be just a little bit more established and used to my home, and then I will definitely be propagating, because if you didn't already know, Syngoniums are so easy to propagate. As long as you are cutting underneath those aerial roots there, they will root just as easily as a pothos. And we all know pothos root so easily, so definitely really excited to get this plant more bushy and get more of these gorgeous mottled mojito leaves. My gosh, look at how beautiful. She's so pretty. And my last Syngonium, which I actually unboxed 2 days ago, yesterday I unboxed it. It is this gorgeous, oh my gosh, she looks so beautiful on camera. This is a Syngonium holly, and I actually ordered this from Gabriella Plants online. I will sing their praises until the end of my time because I love Gabriella Plants. They are such an awesome, reputable plant online plant seller, word order. And I just love them. Every time I've ever ordered a plant from them, it has come beautifully packaged and just in amazing shape. So I definitely would recommend them. If you are weary of ordering online plants, definitely check out Gabriella Plants. Anyway, enough of the promo. Not sponsored. I never thought I would say something like that, but honestly, that is my real opinion. Okay, so this is what the foliage looks like. So the leaves are almost white. They're a really, really beautiful pale green color, and some of them will have like a little darker tip around the edge. You can see on this one, it has kind of like a leaf eyeliner. That's not what it's called, but like it has a an outline on the leaf. So I love this Syngonium so much. I wasn't sure. I saw it on their website at the restock, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it out and just see what I think, because I like the picture, and I can tell you I like it in person too. Look at how beautiful. This is another plant that I will be working on bushing up, a little bit of thickening up around the ends here, because it is in a 4-inch pot, and it looks like it is very secure in this 4-inch pot. So it definitely will be going into a pot around this size, a terracotta pot around this size, and I will be working on propagating it and making it thicker over the next couple of months. If it grows through the winter, I actually just realized that it's about to not be growing season anymore. So surprisingly enough though, like my plants are definitely still growing just as much as they were in the summertime. So I don't think that they've gotten the memo yet. Although the memo might be late because of where I live. It's still like really hot outside, but maybe they'll get it eventually. Hopefully not super soon. Who knows? Alrighty, you guys, I'm gonna hold this plant as I say goodbye to you because it's so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I want you to comment down below your favorite Syngonium variety, because we need to appreciate Syngoniums. We need to talk about them more often. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So sit back.